Here's something I didn't know I would be doing since we are mostly stuck at home. Use my M1 MacBook Air more than my main desktop. I really love my M1 MacBook Air. The battery life has been amazing, the performance is incredible, and I can pretty much throw anything at it and it will chew through it. From 4K video editing in Final Cut Pro to opening lots of Chrome tabs for my research and multitasking using other apps. The list of native M1 apps already cover everything I use and more. I already mentioned this in my previous Surface Pro X video. Apple moves so fast to make sure most Mac users will have a decent experience with their MacBook with native apps, and if not, then Rosetta 2 will take care of it. That was not the case for Microsoft. I built a beefy Hackintosh that I use for more than a year. It features an Intel Core i9 9900K and an AMD 5700 XT GPU with 32GB of RAM and a 2TB NVMe SSD. So I never had any performance issues with my setup on both macOS, which I use for work and productivity, and Windows, mostly for gaming. But with the M1 MacBook Air, it almost feels like a replacement of all that to some extent. Still, I can't really play my favorite PC games like Battlefield 5 or Cyberpunk 2077 with high frame rates. But here's the thing, with Apple Arcade and my Xbox controllers, I can have some fun on the couch after long working hours and feel fresh again for another round of hustling. If you didn't know it, I am working currently as a freelance graphic designer and web designer. So when I'm not making YouTube videos, I usually work on those things. So the M1 MacBook Air been awesome for my workflow. If I feel a bit bored with my room, I can just take my MacBook Air to the nearest coffee shop to change the scenery and finish my work. With that incredible battery life, I don't have to worry about bringing my charger or if the seat next to me has a plug or not. The display is sharp and color accurate enough for my design work or when I color grade my videos. At first, I was hesitant to get the MacBook Air since I'm a big screen guy. I have a 32-inch monitor, and the MacBook Pro 16-inch seemed like a good size for me, so I had a choice between waiting for the M1X or the M2 MacBook Pro, or just get the M1 MacBook Air now and make it work. I'm honestly glad I chose the latter. So for all of you out there still confused about getting the M1 MacBook Air, I definitely recommend it for most people. And for the price, it's hard to find anything like it with similar performance. The M1 chip definitely changed the laptop game for years to come. With every macOS update, Apple is refining the user experience and fixing most of the issues. So things are looking good for MacBook Air users. I will be making a big comparison between the M1 Mac Mini, this M1 MacBook Air, and my Hackintosh. So make sure to like and subscribe to not miss that content. See you guys in the next video.